So there are ongoing discussions about whether to cancel the Tokyo Olympics and Paralympics games or not. And actually, one of these people who think that it is possible to hold the games, and maybe we should do that, taking precautions and allowing for extraordinary measures, including no spectators, games, and so on. And the reason why I think it is a good idea to go ahead with the Olympics is, if you look back on history, there were times when Olympics and Paralympics games were cancelled. Most notably, in this context, the 1940 Tokyo Games were cancelled. Actually, it was rejected, if you like the word, by the government of Japan at the time, because there was this war going on in China, and because of this international turmoil, the Tokyo government, declined from holding the games. And one of the people who were pushing forward the Olympic and Paralympic Games as a symbol of peace was Jigoro Kano, who is the founder of Kodokan and the godfather of modern Judo movement, which is a really wonderful field of sports, loved by many people. So Jigoro Kano, Mr. Kano, he was the first Japanese IOC member, and he was really monumental in inviting the Olympic Games to Tokyo in 1940. And sadly, Mr. Kano, he passed away on a boat trip from Cairo, where the IOC committee was held, back to Yokohama, Japan. And he passed away just a few days before the arrival into the port of Yokohama. So that was a really sad moment in the history of sports in Japan. And because of the passing away of Mr. Kano, the Tokyo government did not feel any pressure to keep the effort for going ahead with the games, and so that more or less the government could have a free hand on the warfare in China. So if you look back on such a history, you would wonder whether it is a good idea to postpone the games, no matter what. I mean, of course, people's lives are very important, and of course, we should consider the possibility that this is going to be what some people call super spreader event. But if you really consider seriously the spirit of Mr. Jigoro Kano, I think it could be argued that it is indeed sensible to consider the Olympic and Paralympic Games as a symbol of peace or efforts toward peace. And that's one of the reasons why I am for for holding the Olympics and Paralympic Games in Tokyo this summer. Maybe we can do that. And if we cancel the games for one reason or another, I don't think that really living up to the idea put forward by Mr. Kano and other inspirational people that went before us, and we are not actually living up to their spirit.